This is the Franchise Basketball Insider, presented by Massengale Eye Care, Oklahoma City's leading eye care provider since 1989. Call 631-2020.
Greetings, Thunder fans. It's game day. That means the team shot around this morning at the Integris Development Center, and we've got a good Thunder report for you. Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook talk about subjects that we've all been talking about the last week since they've been gone. Defense, matchup with James Harden, the hack-a-shack movement that is used on the Houston Rockets on occasion. It's all today on the Franchise Basketball Insider.
As you guys transition into February, do you feel like you have a really good idea at this point who you guys are, because as you've gone kind of through this season and tried to evolve over some of these changes?
Yeah, I mean, we figure out who we are. We know who we are. You know, we a little inconsistent on a defensive end. I think that's about it. But we're doing a good job, though. You know, when we lock in and when we, come out with that sense of urgency, and we just follow the game plan every single game, we're one of the best teams in the league on both ends of the court. And you see that on the offensive end. Defensively, we do a good job in 2 or 3 week spurts, and then we'll have 2 or 3 games where we might not be so good. But it's just each game, each spurt, I guess, is getting smaller and smaller. It would be a week or two before, and now it's just 2 or 3 games where we may not be as good as we were before. But I think overall we've been a really good defensive team. And I know that's the knock on us, and I know that's it's rightfully so. But we've been getting better every single month, every single week, and we've just been growing on both ends.
You ever think you guys kind of get, I don't want to say overlooked, but you guys had a really good record with Golden State, Spurs, Cleveland. I mean, it seems like people say you got a good record, but
who is people though?
Well, I'm just talking general media, consensus, fans, whatever. I mean, because they talk about your light schedule here early, but everybody plays the same.
I mean, everybody play the same teams. It's not like the league is just super loaded with all 50, 60 pace win teams, and we just playing the worst teams in the league. Everybody playing the same teams. Golden State's playing, the Minnesotas and the Phillies, and Cleveland's playing Philly 2 or 3 times in a week. Or, everybody playing the same games, man. It's just, it's just a matter of who you want to see, who you want to talk about. But like I said, let me not say that about the media, because I'll be deemed as sensitive and I'm bashing them. So who cares, man? It's from the eyes of everybody on the outside. It really don't matter who's talking about us or whatever. I know who we are. I know what we can do, and it is what it is.
You play James Harden, and he seems to have big games against you. Is anything that maybe because all those years of practice against you guys, he kind of has some insight on how to attack you as a team and as an individual?
We got a new coach.
Well, yeah,
new systems.
Yeah. The same players, though. A lot of
no, it's not actually. It's only about 3 or 4 of the same players. But we don't worry about that. We come out and play the Houston Rockets. We're not playing James Harden by himself. We're playing the Houston Rockets, and we're gonna come out and play our game.
Seems like when you guys are able to kind of form a wall in transition, make teams play in the half court, that can be a big difference for you all. What changes in that case?
It just puts us in great position when we're able to get good shots and get back in transition and set our defense. It puts us in a great defensive position that helps us out.
Is that particularly important tonight against a team that kind of wants to run and then drive and kick for threes?
Definitely, man. You got to be able to keep your paint tight and not get spread it out. We do a good job moving the basketball around, and we got to be ready for that.
January is always kind of known as a tough month to get through just through the NBA season. As you move into February, do you guys feel like you have a really good idea of who you are to this point?
I think we have a good idea. We know what we can be. Some nights we don't play to that standard, but I think we know exactly how good we can be when we're locked in all together and playing with each other. So,
how much does it help the fact that you guys on this road trip, you had to overcome some things? Had some guys get hurt. DJ comes in, hadn't played a long time. He does a good job for you. You had to make some big shots at the end. How much does that help just throughout the entire season later on?
It helps a lot, man. When you go on a trip like that, be able to come back 3-1 regardless of who it is, regardless of who we're playing, regardless of other circumstances. Did a good job of sticking together and getting victories.
Dion seems to have done a nice job kind of stepping into that starting spot the last couple games, 6 of 10 from 3. What are you noticing about his transition with Andre out?
He's doing a good job of coming in and playing his game, picking his spots, getting open shots. He's getting a lot more open shots now, and he's doing a good job of concentrating and knocking them down.
Steph Curry basically guaranteed a win against you guys next week. Did that catch your attention at all?
Anybody got any other questions?
What's your
Shit.
What's your thoughts on the whole hack of fouling guys, like Drummond last with a bunch of fouls? Howard's people foul him sometimes. As a player, do you? I mean,
I don't know. I mean,
do you like it? Do you wish it make a
I
move against
mean,
it?
I don't know. I mean, if you can't shoot free throws, that's on you. I mean, I guess you can use your advantage. I mean.
All right, thanks for watching the Franchise Basketball Insider. We get our coverage started at Flint Restaurant inside the Colcourt Hotel at 6 o'clock tonight. Desmond Mason and John Rohde join me for Countdown to Tip-Off, presented by TotallyTickets.com and by Homeland. That's the Franchise Basketball Insider. I'm David Garrett for Oklahoma's new sound for sports, 107.7 The Franchise.